In a world where fire dragons were the rulers of the skies, a boy named Jack lived in a small village on the outskirts of the kingdom. His village had always been safe from dragon attacks, but that all changed one fateful day. The sky turned dark as a horde of fire dragons descended upon the village. Their flames scorched the earth, and the villagers ran in terror as their homes burned to the ground. Jack's parents were among the casualties, and he was left alone to fend for himself. Determined to avenge his parents and protect his village, Jack set out on a journey to find the Dragon Slayer, a legendary weapon said to be able to defeat even the mightiest of dragons. As he traveled through the kingdom, Jack encountered many challenges and obstacles. He faced fierce battles with dragons, survived treacherous terrain, and overcame his own fears and doubts. Finally, after months of traveling, Jack reached the Dragon Slayer's resting place. The sword was embedded in a stone, and he had to pass a series of trials to prove himself worthy of wielding it. With the Dragon Slayer in hand, Jack returned to his village to face the dragons once and for all. The battle was fierce, with flames and swords clashing in the air. But Jack remained steadfast, using the Dragon Slayer to strike down each dragon one by one. As the last dragon fell to the ground, the sky cleared and the sun shone once again. The villagers cheered as Jack stood victorious, his mission complete. He had avenged his parents and saved his village from destruction. In the aftermath of the battle, Jack was hailed as a hero. He knew that his journey was far from over, as there were still many dragons left to be defeated in the kingdom. But for now, he was content to bask in the glory of his victory and the gratitude of his fellow villagers.
Once a mighty dragon slayer, Jack was now old and frail, lying on his bed in a small, dimly lit room. His once strong body was now weak and tired, and his mind was plagued with memories of his past battles. He remembered the thrill of the fight, the adrenaline rush that came with facing the fire-breathing beasts. He remembered the fear that would grip him before every battle, and the satisfaction he felt when he emerged victorious. But those days were long gone, and Jack was now left with nothing but regrets. He had lost his friends and loved ones in the battles, and the scars on his body were a constant reminder of the sacrifices he had made. As Jack lay there, he thought about all the things he had missed out on in life. He had never married or had children, and he had spent most of his days on the road, battling dragons. Despite his accomplishments, Jack was filled with a sense of emptiness. He had devoted his life to fighting dragons, but now that his time was up, he realized that there was nothing left for him. As he lay there, feeling his strength slowly ebbing away, Jack wished that he had done things differently. He wished that he had taken the time to build a family and enjoy the simple pleasures of life. But it was too late now, and all he could do was wait for death to take him. As he closed his eyes, Jack knew that he would never again hear the roar of a dragon, and that thought made him feel even more alone and isolated. The world had moved on, and Jack was left behind, a relic of a bygone era. He had fought his battles and won his victories, but in the end, it had all been for nothing.